What's up guys, it's your Untitled Messiah. So today it is the first day of semester 2 and I thought I'd take you guys throughout my day. So I'm going to be showing you what I'm doing today. Also towards the end of the video I'm going to give you guys a meets recap. A couple of days ago I had my first powerlifting meet. I think there's a lot of things that I can talk about to help you guys out for when you do your first meet, because that was my first meet as well. So now I'm just currently waiting for my Uber. I'm going to go back in a little bit, and yeah, it's actually not too bad today. It's actually like a fairly sunny day, so yeah, that's pretty good. And yeah, we're just going to chill and I'll see you guys as we go throughout the day, so yeah. Yo guys, so quickly before we get into the video, you guys loved my January sale on my training program, so we're going to run it again in February. So if you want to purchase any of my training programs, use code February for 30% off. Okay, we're going to be running this up in February. If you guys want to purchase any of my plans, whether you want to gain muscle, lose fat, gain strength, whatever your goals are, whatever level you're at, you're going to find something for you. Thousands of people have bought them, make crazy transformations. So if you want to be one of them, let's go. February, 30% off. Yo guys, so I'm back from campus now. That was actually my first lecture in my biomechanics and kinesiology module. So yeah, that's that. But now we need to eat. I'm gonna chill for a little bit, then I'm gonna train and just chill with stuff to do today. Yo guys, so I'm on my way to the gym now. I'm gonna do a little upper body session. Even though my meet was like 2 days ago, I do wanna train and I'm gonna do some bodybuilding stuff. They say absence makes the heart grow fonder, and I haven't been doing like mainly bodybuilding stuff in a little while. So I'm gonna do some of that today. It's gonna be fun because I haven't done a proper bodybuilding session in a little while. So yeah, gonna see you guys at the gym. Let's go. Alright guys, so we got good news and bad news. The bad news is I went all the way to Power Base and I realized that it's currently elite training time, so only performance athletes can train at this time. And I'd already taken my pre-workout, so I really need to get in a session. The good news is, however, that I decided to get a day pass at the Pure Gym here. A lot of people actually train at this gym, so I'm going to be trying out for the first time. And yeah, so we're going to have a change of scenery for this video, so that's always nice. So yeah, I'm going to meet you at Pure Gym. Yo guys, so I just got done with my session. I've literally got 15 minutes to my next lecture, so I need to hurry back. It was a really good section actually. Haven't done that hypertrophy style training in a little while. I'm gonna catch you guys when I'm back. See you in a bit. Yo guys, so quickly in this video, what I wanted to do was to go over my powerlifting meet. Not last video, but the video before that was my first ever powerlifting meet, and I got a lot of support in that video. I think that hit 100,000 views in about 4 days, so that was crazy. I really appreciate you guys' support on that video. It's on like almost 140,000 now. So being that it was my first ever powerlifting meet, I thought I'd share my experience with you guys and just recap it so that maybe if you guys want to go into your first powerlifting meet, you know what to expect. And yeah, basically just an overall meet recap and plans for the future. So first off, we're going to start with how I think the meet went. Then we're going to go to what I think went well, what I need to improve on, and then plans for the future. So how did the meet go? Overall, I think the meet went well. Most of the things that I was worried about was my weight cut and my form on certain exercises. However, my weight cut went fine. I was even under what I should have been because I was walking around at like 94 and a bit kilos, and I needed to cut down to under 93. So I basically pretty much stopped drinking water from the night before, just tiny small sips, just to keep myself from not passing out. And then when I weighed in, I was 91.4. However, I do think the scale was slightly miscalibrated because everyone was weighing in almost around a kilo lighter than usual. So even if I was 92.4, that's still below 93, so I was still fine. So that went well. That was a big thing I was worrying about. Then I was worried about my form on certain exercises. So on squats, I was worried about not squatting to depth. So what I did was just made sure that I sank it, and this did mean that I didn't get to go as heavy as I thought I was going to. I thought I'd probably have 270, but better to sink it and undeniably get the lift than to go for it, maybe grind it out, and after all that grinding still not get the lift because you got red lights for depth. So I'm happy about that with squats. There was no problems there. And I was also worried about my fatigue throughout the day. However, when I got to deadlifts, I was still pretty energized. Of course I was fatigued, but in terms of how I actually felt, I think I was able to manage my fatigue throughout the day pretty well. So yeah, what did I think went well? So overall, as I just said, I think I managed the fatigue throughout the day pretty well. I decided to not do my third squat because the 260 was a bit of a grinder. So after doing that 260, I thought it'd be better to save my energy for later on the day, and that did pay off because I was able to go on to do a 300 kg deadlift later in the day, which would have been harder if I went for 270 on squats. I think my form overall throughout the competition was also good as well, and I'm happy about that because I didn't get a single red light on any of my lifts that I didn't fail. Obviously when I failed a lift you get red lights, but when any lift that I did, I got all white lights on, so I was happy about that as well. And then obviously winning the competition was something that went well as well. I didn't say in the video, but I think I beat second place by 35 kg, which is a fairly large margin, so happy about that as well. Now, what can I do better? This is the most important part because the first meet's done, you know, I totaled 710, that's all done, but going forward, I want to total way more than that, and I want to improve in the future, and I'm not going to get to where I want to get to in powerlifting without improving. So, what can I do better? The first thing is just my training. This thing was kind of out of my hands, but the fact is that during my training, about a month and a bit before my meet, I ripped one of my calluses. I tore one of my calluses. So what this meant was for about 3 or so weeks, I couldn't deadlift. So this meant I wasn't peaked at all for deadlifts. And if I was peaked, I think I would have got minimum 310 kilos, maybe 315. But the fact is that I couldn't deadlift for a significant amount of my prep. So I think going forward next prep, if I have a nice uninterrupted prep with no injuries, no tears, that should be better, so I could, you know, manage that better. Then also, the main thing that a lot of people talked about, and one of the things that stuck out in the video, was the bench press. Basically what it was, the judges didn't think that my feet in my starting position were completely flat. I wasn't moving my feet during the bench press. It's just that how I just start, because I have my feet quite far back, they felt like it wasn't completely flat. So they gave me a pass for the first one, they gave me like a verbal warning on the second one, but then on the third one, they made me unrack it, hold it for about 8 seconds, put it back, tell me to fix my feet, go again, hold it for about 4 seconds, and then go. So all in all, before I even attempted the bench press, I was probably holding it at the top for about 12 seconds overall. So that fatigued me crazy and meant that obviously I failed at 155 kilos, which is a pretty routine weight for me. Obviously I don't want this to happen again, so going forward I think I need to change my footwear to make it easier for my feet to be flat and easier for it to be noticeably flat. And then I do understand where they're coming from saying my feet were completely flat. I can see where my feet aren't completely flat. I don't think they were actually completely flat, but a lot of people were saying that the judging seemed really strict, and as I said in the video, if that was the case, they should have given me red lights or something for that in the first place, so then I can adjust more. Because if you give me all white lights, I think, okay, cool, I can just do what I did. Do you get what I'm saying? Because you gave me all white lights. So that was quite confusing, but I think that was partly the judges, partly me, but you know, I'm not going to complain overall. And then also my attempt selection. I think I could have done this slightly better, but the thing was, okay, why I did what I did in the meet was partly because I feel like I had so much pressure with people, you know, kind of labeling me as just like an internet powerlifter. So I really wanted to go in there and do a respectable total. So what I did, my mindset kind of going into it was, the numbers that I kind of want to get, let me do those on my second attempt, so that no matter what goes wrong, I know that going into the third attempt, I've already secured a good total. Like the last thing I wanted was to not total like at least like probably 700, because then people would be like, oh well, he can deadlift 320 on the internet but can't get 310 or 305 in competition, or he can squat 265 but can't do it in competition. Like, do you get what I'm saying? So the lifts that I really wanted, I did them on the second attempt, so that I had that secure, so that going into the third attempt was more of a YOLO. If I left my good lifts until the third attempt, I feel like obviously it could have been touch and go, and I didn't want, you know, people to be able to say that kind of thing. So I know I shouldn't let people's opinions influence what I do, but like when you're in my position and you have all these eyes on you, because obviously I don't, like, around my age in terms of with powerlifting, there's not another like young powerlifter with my platform. I know how to train, I know how to get strong, I know all that stuff, but powerlifting as a sport is a completely different ball game. It's very, very technical. Like the technical side of it when it comes to actually competing is almost more important than the strength aspect. Because the strength, you're just executing, the strength's already there. It's more about, you know, attempt selection, this, that, form, all that different stuff really matters. So I think that's something I can do better next time. And then now, plans for the future. I think I've been talking to my friends about this and talking to, you know, different people. I think I'm gonna go ahead and do British University Championships. It was basically a toss-up between British University Championships and Nationals. And I think I'm gonna go for University Championships because I'm only gonna be in university for 3 years, whereas I have up until I'm 23 to compete in juniors. Originally I was thinking about Nationals because and University Championships, although I'm only going to be done by the time I'm 21, there's people competing who up to 25 years old. So I was thinking, you know, there could be some stiff competition out there. But I think we're just going to go ahead and do British University Championships, because also, if I get top 2 in that, I can go to Worlds in Russia, which would be really cool. So that's probably what I'm looking to do. I was speaking to my friend Noah, who competed in the 105, and he was like, yeah, you should do this. So I was like, you know what, that makes sense. I'm going to go ahead and do that. But yeah, that's pretty much everything. I just wanted to recap the meet for you guys, just tell you about my lessons learned, and just overall just come to you guys and speak about it, because I think it'd be helpful, and it seems like something that you guys are really interested in. Again, I'm so happy for the support and the powerlifting stuff, and it's really nice to see that, you know, there's so much interest in powerlifting. And I do also hope that through my platform I can bring more attention to the sport, because as I said, there's not that many people competing in powerlifting with my platform, so that's what I'm also hoping to do. So, and then also it's a win-win, because I'm giving you guys videos that you guys like, so like I get more views and stuff like that. So overall it's just a mutually beneficial thing going forward in the future, both for powerlifting and myself. So hopefully we can keep it running. But anyways guys, thanks for watching this video. Thanks for watching the vlog at the beginning, you know, just showing you how I balance, you know, my fitness career with university and all this different stuff, and then now my meet recap. So yeah, if you guys enjoyed this, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Stay tuned for more videos in the future, and see you guys later.